And Sports Buffet back in the Flizash. Me and Matt. What the deal? What's up, Matt?
What's going on?
I see you're partaking in the hat phenomenon that's taking over Sports Buffet. What is the thought process behind the Dodgers hat?
I'm reminiscing. I'm not happy with what's going on in MLB playoffs. My hair's all over the place, so I'm like, this is where I'm at. I wish I was watching the Dodgers because I just shut off the what's it called? The Nats Cardinals. The Cardinals just like they don't have it. What it is.
Are they losing again to the Nationals?
Yeah, it's like 4-0 already.
Damn, so they're about to get swept.
On the verge of it, yeah.
Wow. So Bryce Harper was right when he said in his press conference he's got to bring a championship back to D.C.
Well, no. I mean, they're doing this all without him.
I know, but do you remember he said that in his press conference with the Phillies?
Oh, yeah, when he said, and then he was in Philly, yeah.
Yeah, he stumbled and was like, we got to
I forgot about that.
I think someone on Twitter put that up, and it was like, because at first when I was watching the Nationals, I was like, why is Bryce Harper not playing? Like, is he injured or like, where is he? He's like their best player. And then I went to Twitter because I honestly forgot that he was on the Phillies, and it was like Bryce Harper at home right now, like, and it was showing all these like funny memes of him like just really pissed off, and I was like, oh shit, he's not even on the Nationals anymore.
There's got to be like a level of saltiness that you get when you see things like that happen. It's like, I don't know, like he's probably got boys on the team and stuff, I'm sure, but you can't be happy for them.
No, you're definitely not happy. You can't be. And like you were the main reason they were good last year, more or less. Then you leave, and they're even better than what they were. So it's like, got to be a little bit of a slap in the face, and like being a primetime player like that, it has to hit your ego a little bit, I would think.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So Matt's rocking the Dodgers hat. Well, first off, what the hell do you think is up with Clayton Kershaw? Why is that guy so terrible in the freaking postseason? Is it some mental shit, you think?
It's weird because it's like I didn't have an answer for it like 5, 6, 7 years ago when it was happening because he had like crazy good stuff. But now he comes in, he's only throwing, like he's not throwing 95, 96 like he used to. Like you see him, it's like 89, 90. Like, so that I think has more or less to do with him being kind of just average now in the playoffs, But I mean, it's got to go through his head a little bit that he can't get it done as soon as the regular season ends.
Yeah.
It's got him. It has.
And it's almost like when I see him coming in a postseason game, I almost know he's going to blow it. Like I'm like, it's almost a guarantee. Like I think it was 3-1 and he let up 2 runs. And it was almost just like I wasn't surprised. I sort of expected it to happen because he's done it literally like every single year they've been in the playoffs. And it's almost like, you still got to pay the guy because he's a phenomenal, like, regular season pitcher. But it's almost like would you pay for someone to win 22 games but then always blow it in the playoffs? Like, how do you decide that as a GM?
It's like almost like this year. I feel like is the point where it's like, I don't know. Do you trade him? That's what I thought. I never thought that before ever. I was like, nah, he always got, guy like that gets you to the dance. You're just thankful for it. But it's at this point, like the Dodgers in general have been choking, and they've been so good. They're by far the best team, but they're not playing.
No.
And what do? You got to shake something up there. You're not going to fire the manager because they just signed him to an extension. And he made some horrible calls. We had just talked about him last week, Dave Roberts, about like, having good juju or whatever. He made some awful calls there. And it's like putting Kershaw out there like it was like it's a regular season game and it's like it's 6, 7 years ago. That's not how that goes. He throwing him against a righty, against like the Nats' best hitter.
Yeah.
Like a home run. Yeah, of course. Like What'd you expect?
Yeah, and it's almost like this brings me to the hat that I'm wearing, my Good Luck Yankees hat. And this time I do not have 2 Yankees hats on the set, so I apologize to the Yankees because I was probably the reason why they lost that game yesterday. Because like I said, I think I double jinxed myself by having 2 Yankee hats on the table for our recording. But to that point, and to the Clayton Kershaw point, the Astros, in my opinion, sort of like they showed a flashback to 2 years ago, and they had like Altuve was super young, and the other guys they all were young and like feisty. But like 2 years is a long time, and now they seem older. They're not as like they're not getting a hit every single time they're up at bat. They're more, they strike out more. They ground into more double plays, stuff that didn't happen in 2017, which is why I think the Yankees will hold on to win this series. I hope. But some of these managers like still think these guys are the same people that they were in the past. Like to your point, they're putting Clayton Kershaw out there to get these people out when he's older, and he obviously doesn't have a good playoff track record. But someone that looked super old yesterday and super out of shape, and he did his job, so I'll give him that. But Sabathia looked terrible, dude. Like he looked like. No shade to Sabathia, man. He came in and got his out, but like his jersey looked a little like pudgier than normal, and like he just looked super old, and like it looked like they were doing like a charity to him by letting him pitch to like one hitter, because that dude looked just like out of it.
Yo, when he came in, I was watching with a few of my boys, and we just all like looked at each other like, yo, he looks like shit. And like he's never, he had 1 year that he was in shape, and he sucked. But other than that, he's never been a guy that's like in shape.
No.
But like I almost thought the TVs where we were at were like really good high def, because I could see his just belly bouncing when he was throwing. I'm like, yo, what is good with this guy, man? That was something to say. He looked awful.
Yeah.
Like physically speaking. Like he got his out, like you said, but jeez.
Yeah, and like I hate when people say this to me, and I try to be conscious when I say this, if I do say this to people, but that like, oh, you look tired, like line or something like that. Like one, I hate that phrase, because it's just like, we all are tired. So like you saying that, and even if I do look tired, I probably am tired, and I don't need you telling me that I fucking look tired. That's one.
Yo, I agree. I get that a lot, dude. I do. And it's like there's never been a time where you get told that and you're like, no, I actually feel fucking great.
Yeah, yeah.
That never happens. Like, yeah, I'm tired.
So let's hold off on the you look tired thing. But yesterday, Sabathia just looked tired as fuck. Like, he looked just, like, so disheveled. And I don't mean to bash on Sabathia, because that's my guy, man. But, like, you're in high definition. Like, if celebrities are on TV, you got to put some, like, maybe there should be some makeup artist or something for baseball players or something, because the cameras are super zoomed in. You got to look a little bit more presentable. I'm a fan. I want to know you're coming out from the bullpen, like, some of these pitchers that come out of the bullpen are like Chapman comes out, and that dude is just like, his thighs are just bursting through his freaking pants, and he just looks diesel, and he's got his like turtleneck on, and I'm just like, this guy's gonna strike everybody out, like 101 fastballs down the middle. And Sabathia comes out, and I'm like, ooh, I don't know what to expect right now, man. Like, and like the fact that Boone only gave us one batter makes me a little bit more curious that next time he's warming up, I don't know if he's going to get the job done.
Yo, it like sets up Boone, because if he gives up a hit in that situation, it's like, I could have told you not to put him in. Look at him, he looks like shit.
I know.
Disheveled is the perfect word for him, though.
Yeah, he had he looked like yeah. Shout out to Sabathia, man. I mean, like, he's still chugging along. It's his last season. But it almost looked like they were doing him some charity by throwing him out there on the mound. But Yankees lost that game. I think I went to sleep in like the 10th inning or something. I just missed the home run. Thankfully, because I probably wouldn't have slept as well. I was one of those, I woke up in the middle of the night and checked the score. And every time I've done this, whether it's whether it's when I used to be betting, and I would bet on like a West Coast game, and it would be like Clippers versus whatever, or Golden State would be playing the super late game, and I had work the next day or something. I just couldn't stay up for the game, so I would always just check my phone at 4 in the morning. I don't think I'm very successful at the 4 a.m. check your phone, did your team win? Because every time I do, my team is lost. And the same thing happened with the presidential election. I think I fell asleep. I was like, I'm going to go to sleep. I'll just wake up whenever, middle of the night or next morning. Hillary Clinton will be president. And then it's always bad news at that 4 inning check your score. Did you ever check your scores that early?
Yeah, I've noticed that too. It's like you check your score and it's like it hits you, like it just hits you. Like you probably, because you're not expecting anything, you're so tired, like you have no thoughts in your mind.
Yep.
So you're just mindlessly checking your phone, like, I gotta see the score. I'm assuming they won, but let me just see. And then it's like, shit, how that happened. I think I remember like the Cubs in 2015, like they came back crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought I was like in a dream or something. I was like, oh, I'm gonna check that like at 7 a.m. when I wake up.
Yeah, it's not it's never good. I mean, Yankees play on the West Coast a lot, so it's usually like they haven't had great success. This season they played the Angels pretty well, but like usually in the past when they play Oakland or they play the Angels, it's one of those late games that go to 12, 1 in the morning. And even when I was like in high school or something like that, or at college where I could still check my phone in the middle of the night, it's never a good result. And to your point, you almost like look at the score and then you like browse your eyes down to just see like what happened. And it's like Altuve hits game-winning home run, and like you just go back to sleep, and you don't really have time to get fully mad or like your mood to affect you, so you can't get back to sleep. But it's almost just like a fuck. It might not be real though, and then you go back to sleep, and then you wake up in the actual morning, and you're like, fuck, the Yankees did lose on a game-winning home run, and it's like it's almost better I fell asleep because I didn't have to see the Astro fans cheering and like hear Joe Buck sucking everybody on the team off.
You're like at 4 a.m. You're not that angry or anything. Like, I'll just deal with this in the morning. I'll just deal with this when I wake up. It is what it is, and then it hits you.
What's your take on Joe Buck? Are you a fan of him calling a game?
I like him.
Really?
I like him. I do. I like Joe Buck because it's always. I know it's a big game. It's become that, Like, I didn't like him right in the beginning, but that's all he does is big games. So he's got that big game swag to him now.
I don't know if he has.
He doesn't do regular season shit though. You know that? He never pops up on your TV regular season. He's like, yo, call me in October and that's it, man.
I don't know if I rock with him, man. I think he puts off that like big game energy, but he's really like, I don't think he's about that life, man. I'm going to tell you a guy, when I hear him on the mic, I know it's official. Oh, shit, I just lost his name. What the hell is his name?
Costas?
Bob Costas. When Bob is on the mic.
That's official. That's another one,
When Bob is on the mic, and I think he's got more merit than Joe Buck, but when Bob is on the mic and he's rocking, it's MLB TV, and it's just like, the stadium's going to have those flags hanging down from their shit, and there's going to be a Star-Spangled Banner, and like he's going to give you a freaking Olympic reference and like a Muhammad Ali, quote or some shit. That dude's coming to play. Joe Buck phones that shit in, man. I'm not a fan.
Yo, Bob Costas speaks in commas. He goes, like how he talks, he's like, and the Padres of San Diego, they are on the verge of their first National League title since. And it's like, dude,
he leaves you on the edge of your seat,
20 times
man.
over. That's what it is. He's doing that on purpose. I get it, but it's like, come on, man, spit it out. Like, let's go.
That dude, when I tune in and Costas is on the call, I'm already I'm amped up, man. It's like Gus Johnson on a basketball call. Like Seton Hall could be playing a 7th grade, women's basketball team or something like that. And if Gus is calling the game, you're going to have me for both halves, all 20 minutes. I don't care who's playing. That guy just revs it up. And Joe Buck, to me, I think he just like infuriates me a little bit more because like he doesn't. You don't know which way he's like. He should be a Yankees fan because he's like a Cardinals and Cowboys fan. Like he's a fan of all these big mainstream sports teams. But then like the Astros do one thing and you don't hear the end of it. And it's like you got to be unbiased or just you got to pick a side.
Do you like his voice? Like that's not an issue for you?
No, his voice is fine. Yeah, I'm okay with the voice.
Yeah, he's got a power voice, man. That's why he does the big games. He's got a power voice. But I think he said something because Yankee fans are complaining about him, like because he goes on with the Astros and stuff, and he pretty much said, "Yeah, I really don't give a shit." Which I was like, "Yo, that's cool."
Well, I mean, I feel like he's always been a Red Sox homer too. He's always on the Red Sox. But I think his dad was a commentator, right?
Yeah, his dad was legendary for the Cardinals, so it makes sense that he's all about that, you know?
It's always interesting because you wouldn't think that voice is something that is like a trait that's passed down. But is the dude who does UFC, is that Michael Buffer's son? Because isn't his last name Buffer?
There's Bruce Buffer and Michael Buffer. I think they're brothers.
Oh, are they?
I think so. Yeah, because
Michael Buffer is like pretty old now.
Yeah, he was the OG. Bruce was old. No, he kills it. Bruce. I think they're brothers.
I know he kills it, but like he just sort of came on the scene, right? Because he wasn't really doing shit before UFC, and all of a sudden he just popped off with like the in the red corner, and like he made that shit his own.
Yo, he is so good at that.
He's like, really good.
I think like that's a top 10 talent to have. Like to have just a voice like that, like 100%. A presence, like there is no job interview for that. It's like, all right, we'll just call this play right here. Like speak how you want to speak, and it's like, oh yeah, no, you got it, you're good. Like you either got it or you don't. You can't work hard for that, really.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. Is just like I don't know how that dude wasn't discovered before UFC. He has like the nice aggressive feel to him, so maybe it just didn't work, you know, in any other fields he was trying to get into. And his brother just owned the boxing world, so like he couldn't, you know, take that. But it's a talent, man. When you can be, you know, a broadcaster and call like hopefully I'm not being unbiased, but like John Sterling for the Yankees just has a voice to him that it's just like when they used to drive home and you put on the fan and a Yankee game's on, and it's just like, and Mariano Rivera coming in. It's just like he had a perfect voice than some of these other people that I listen to, like while I'm driving through, I don't know, some Kansas City, and the guy's just like, oh, Bob Bucker's coming up to bat right now. And I'm like, oh, fuck, this guy sounds terrible.
I know, and they almost, it's like, all right, they pronounce words well and everything, but it's like they're like putting you to sleep with their voice.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, all right, so they're half brothers. That's crazy that they both have like amazing voices. Bruce and Michael.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was some like incestual, you know, stuff going on there, so they can find another stepbrother of his with another great voice, just so he can like. Because how does he have the same? Is this they have the same father, that they have the same last name?
Dude, this is weird.
Right? Wouldn't that's how it have to be, right?
Yeah, you might not. Wow, you might have a conspiracy theory with this. Because
what happened?
They didn't meet, they didn't meet until Michael, the older dude, was 49. So they didn't meet at all ever.
And
they were half brothers.
So they didn't meet till they're 49. They're both phenomenal, like 32. voice people. Like that doesn't. It's not like LeBron James is gonna now find a half brother of his who's the second best NBA player in the world. Like that doesn't work. That shit doesn't happen that.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool, though. Was it Mike James?
Yeah, like hey, this is Mike. Well, LeBron's about 32. Yeah, if he found a half brother named Mike James, who's just crushing people at basketball that no one's ever heard about, like Overtime and like all of these accounts have never seen him play, but he's like banging it on people. He's like, that would be
that would be awesome.
That Buffer
Dude,
story
this is
needs
crazy.
to, that needs to. I'm surprised that hasn't been brought to people's attention a little bit more. That's a big time story.
So their father, they got the same father. The father contacted Michael after seeing him on TV and was like, "Hey, got a half brother Bruce," and then they just literally began a business together. Like, it's like Buffer Promotions or whatever.
So the father just found out about Michael Buffer. That dude's been calling boxing matches since like 1914 when like Joe Schmeling or whoever was boxing. Like Michael Buffer was calling that shit. And his father just saw him. Get the...
I'm so confused. Yeah, I feel like someone's lying to me here.
Someone needs to dig into this story a little bit deeper because I don't think people are like... Instead of asking like some random UFC fighter a question after the fight, they should bring the microphone up to Bruce Buffer and start pressing him on how he came to... He's probably not even a buffer, and it sort of just makes the UFC story a little bit better that his last name is Buffer. Because that's a perfect name. And Bruce Buffer? Like, come on. That's too good of a name.
But they do look really alike.
Well, just their hair. Like, they just have like that hair. Like the double swoosh.
Yeah. They look alike, man.
Nah, I don't even really see it.
No?
Not at all.
Maybe not.
I actually don't see it at all.
Hold on.
And yeah, man, I don't...
a little different. All right.
I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb, and someone can go check this, but I don't think that guy's real name is Bruce Buffer.
Yo, that's your conspiracy theory for the pod right there. That's your one.
I'm going to tweet that out. Is Bruce Buffer's real name Bruce? Yeah, I don't think it's Bruce Buffer. I think that guy's lying. I think he's phony, and I think there's some shady shit going on with that guy. He looks like a shade ball, but he's good at his job.
Now, so Michael Buffer was a boxing guy, and he used to say, "Let's get ready to rumble."
Yeah, that was a staple.
And then Bruce does for UFC. He goes, "It's time for the main event," and that shit bangs. Like, "Let's get ready to rumble" is a classic, but I think I like "It's time" better.
Yeah, and that's genius because everyone's always looking for a catchphrase that's like iconic and like something that'll make like the "Let's get ready to rumble" was like one of the most iconic, like the hair on your arms stand up a little bit when you're about to watch a fight. And if you don't hear that shit before a fight, you're not legit. So like if you're fighting in UFC and Bruce Buffer's not at your shit yet, like he's still getting changed in the changing room, your fight's sort of illegit. Like you need him hyping it up with the "It's time" and in the red corner and in the blue corner or whatever. Like I went to a UFC fight, that shit had me pumped. Like he like gets all up in your grill and like points his like little card and microphone in your face and then goes to the other side and does the same shit. I'm like, damn, that dude is sort of gangster. Like he's all up in their grill. Like Michael Buffer just stays in the middle of the ring and, he does his shit right here. He doesn't really get to like, he doesn't boast his chest too much, but his brother's a little gangster.
Oh yeah, definitely. But they definitely trademark those phrases and are so rich.
Yeah. Oh, they're super rich, but I don't think his name is Bruce Buffer. It's just too many stars align for him to be found at age 39, then to start a Buffer Promotions and be very good at his job. Yeah, I don't think his name is Bruce Buffer. And I bet you Michael Buffer's name is not even that shit. It's like some Jon Stewart shit where his last name is like Leibowitz or something, but like Buffer, microphone, you buff the microphone to like get it shinier and sound a little better.
Yeah.
This shit doesn't add up.
These guys are fascinating me, though, I gotta say. Like, just a quick little Google search, it's like, it's insane. So, what do you think Michael Buffer's net worth is?
See, I want to go low end, and say, I'm going to say a low end, but I think I'm going to be shooting it super short. $30 million?
Over $400 million.
No way.
By trademarking his catchphrase, he has generated over $400 million in revenue, selling the rights to music, video games, merchandise, and making personal appearances. So
Wow.
I guess he gets. They say typically earns between $25,000 and $1,000 for every entrance that he does when he says that.
Yeah.
You know, and Bruce Buffer, he just gets paid a flat $100,000 every UFC event.
Wow. So he's making more than some of the fighters.
Yeah, a lot of them. A lot of them.
Michael Buffer must have made so much money off the jock jams. Wasn't like, let's get ready to rumble in that shit?
Yep.
And that, I bet you the guy who even made that song probably sees no royalties from that. But like Michael Buffer probably works something out where every time you buy like a Now This Is Music #6, you're paying him a little bit of money for listening to that, you know. Pump that jam. Like, let's get ready to rumble.
Yo, that was a fire album. But every time they play that on Spotify, he's probably getting paid.
Fuck, man. I need to come up with a catchphrase. Let's try and come up with a catchphrase for the podcast.
Something they could just trademark, and it's like, dude, anyone can use it. Just if you use it, pay us.
Well, that's like if like this podcast popped off, like me saying you're my half brother and both of our last names are like Microphone or something like that. Like you're Maddie Microphone and I'm Corin Microphone. And like, you know, and like people just not even questioning this shit. It's like, hold on, wait, whoa. They don't look anything alike, but they're both last name is Microphone and they've got like a super successful podcast. Hold on, something doesn't sound right to me. And people would question that shit.
They met when they were 18.
Yeah, but nobody questions that shit about Buffer. Like we would have to do something a little bit more incognito. Like Microphone's a little bit too obvious. Like they did Buffer. If we did like Volumes, like Maddie Volumes and Corin Volumes, that works.
Yeah.
Volume's sort of normal. That no one would be like, I can't picture someone having the last name Volume, but maybe they're half brothers and they do. Maybe their last name is Volume.
Those are the Volumes over there, yeah.
That's actually a gangster-ass first name. Like, if I was, like, a celebrity musician that had a lot of money and I'd have to worry about... my daughter's name is Nix, but, like, if I was, like, a rock star, Volume is sort of a gangster-ass name.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. If you're doing anything audio, you're in. Anything with audio.
Yeah, if you're like a soundboard technician or something like that and you got, like, a daughter... You want to be like the
Volumes with a Z.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you want to be the coolest guy at Turner? Like, name your child Volume, and you'll get people, like, showing you a lot of love. They'll be like, at first they'll hate a little bit, but then they'll be like, that's actually a gangster-ass name.
Yeah.
All right, so everyone who names their child Volume, I would like to take $6 from every kid named Volume.
Dude, if you could trademark names, I would just make up these random-ass names, Like, I would have trademarked Zion last year because everyone's going to name their kid Zion.
Yeah.
Maybe it would have been taken. I don't know. But, like, I would just, like, create names. Like, there's going to be robot names 20 years from now. So,
well, people do that with the websites. They try to lock down websites before players get big. So, like, when Zion's in middle school or something, I don't know if this is accurate, but I know people do this. They'll buy, like, ZionWilliamson.com. So when he does come into the league, you know, like I'm sure LeBronJames.com, LeBron wants that site, you know? So if you get him while he's in middle school, like Brian Windhorst writes his first article about LeBron James, and you lock down LeBronJames.com, and then he signs with Nike, and they need the website for, you know, to link up with their page, they're paying you some hefty money. And all you got to put down is like $100 or something to get that domain.
Dude, I actually want to look at like the top 100 middle schoolers right now. Just fuck them over.
That quote sounds terrible. No, but I feel you. Like there's got to be
top 100 middle school basketball players.
Yeah, like the number one kid. Yeah, I now you want to look at all those basketball sites that are telling you like this kid's in 4th grade and he's already dunking it on kids. It's like, oh, tell me more. What's his name? Get the domain. Yeah. Where's he from? And I'll buy it in that region.
Just spell it right for me. Yeah. Just spell it correctly. All right. How do you spell that? Okay, good. All right, got it. All right, done. Click. It's weird. It's weird that athletes have websites still, though, right? Like, when's the last time you've been on an athlete's website? Like, who goes on LeBronJames.com?
Yeah, that's a good point.
But he wants it. You know what I mean?
I wonder,
like, he definitely, you need it.
I'm going to check real
because
quick
you don't want to get slandered.
If that's his actual
you do
site.
Yeah, you do LeBron. I'm going to do KobeBryant.com.
LeBronJames.com. So LeBronJames.com it looks like his, this is 100% his site. He's got like pictures of him and stuff, uninterrupted.
Oh, yeah, okay. So, all right, so KobeBryant.com takes me to GranityStudios.com.
Yeah, that's probably like his
director's. Which I was confused. That's his, yeah.
Who's something like this? Carmelo Anthony.
ZionWilliamson.com.
Yeah, Carmelo Anthony goes to thisismellow.com. Damn. I don't know who goes to these websites.
Zion Williamson is... We might have a chance on... Zion Williamson is free, dude.
Wow.
Zion Williamson, I'm pretty sure I spelled that right.
It says this domain is available on GoDaddy. Well, it's GoDaddy auction, so people are definitely bidding like a mofo on that. You know?
Yeah, is that what it is? Oh, yeah. It says a price right there, $25,000.
$25,000 for that site?
Yeah, you see that?
No, I'm not trying to click on that shit because it's going to give like mad viruses on my phone. So there's one kid who's good. Imani Bates is like the next Kevin Durant.
All right.
I think he spells his name.
Okay, yeah, I got him.
Is it EMONI?
Yep.
Bates.com?
Yep.
He's got he bought it already. See future NBA GOAT. He's smart. The kid's in like 7th grade.
Future NBA GOAT. What a bastard.
But
he's
then
got his event schedule up. He's fucking 13.
But then there's like weird pictures on the bottom.
You see these dudes?
What the hell is that? Our speakers? Oh, those are his web design. Like he's got web designers.
Earrings?
He low-key looks like Tim Tebow.
I don't know what that guy looks like, but his earrings are bothering me.
He doesn't look like Tebow a little bit? No?
I don't know, man. He looks weird.
Yeah, the earrings.
He's a web developer.
His earring looks like a pancake with some strawberries on top of it or something like that.
Dude.
Or it looks like one of those,
so we just
you know those Jewish cookies with the raspberries in the middle?
Yeah, those are good.
They are good, but that's what his earring reminded me of.
I mean, I'll take it. That's like a compliment to him, though. Those cookies are delicious.
All right, so let's do a couple more, and then we'll wrap it up. I wanted to ask you, because you were an inside source. You were there on the ground. The Jets got off the schneid, as they say. 1-4. They beat the freaking Dallas Cowboys, who've lost 3 in a row. Did you see that coming? Well, first, let me just say, I texted you because you were like, we might have to do Sports Buffet on Monday. I'm going to the Jets game. And I think I sent you an emoji like why would you even go watch those embarrassing-ass guys? And you were like, only because I got free tickets. And then I texted you at the game, and I was just like, bro.
Yeah, it was insane. It was – I didn't expect to, get blown out. So I knew it was going to be a close game because that's what the Jets do. You know what I'm saying? But, the Cowboys are good.
Yeah.
I was like, the Jets are just going to lead us on until, the third quarter, and then we have to stay the whole time, and they're going to blow it, which they almost did blow it.
Mm-hmm.
But that stadium was electric. It was also 50-50 Cowboys-Jets fans.
Oh, there's a lot of Cowboys fans?
half.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise
That
me. I mean,
is,
they travel deep, but like 50-50 is pretty
yeah,
surprising for a New York game.
yeah. It was. I mean, that's what happens though when the Cowboys they had a good record and the Jets don't. So you're gonna sell those tickets, and Cowboys fans are everywhere.
Here's my thing. That final drive of the game, the referees, I think it was like 7 plays in a row or something like that. There was a flag on every single play for like 7 plays in a row. And they practically drove the Cowboys down the field. And in fashion, like in the fashion of the referees is like they'll throw a pass interference flag for 40 yards, and then I can guarantee it. If there was a prop bet that the next play is going to be some type of holding or some stupid block in the back on the offense because they give them the first down, they take a chunk of 40, 50 yards away on the field, but then they're like, all right, we're going to pin them back another like 10 or 15 yards because to justify that long-ass pass interference call that they just made. I can always guarantee it. If you're ever watching an NFL game and it's the end of the game and the ref takes away 50 yards of the field on some bullshit pass interference, the next play, I guarantee you, will be some type of offensive penalty to bring them back 10 or 15 yards. What was the mood of the people in the stands like? Because I know I was watching and it was like every single play was a flag.
Yeah, every Jets fan was just like, how are you going to all of a sudden call this now? I mean, they also were arguing that they weren't flags, which I saw like, okay, 90% of them,
yeah, some were.
They're flags,
yeah.
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But also, they played it. They let them play an aggressive game all through the first 3-4 quarters.
Yeah.
And then the last 3 minutes, they just decided to say, all of a sudden, say, you can't do this. So that was my only issue with it.
Yeah.
Some of them, and then the refs helped us out too with some of them bullshit calls. Like, but it's a way to control the game at the end.
Yeah.
You could clearly see it. Like the last 2.5 minutes, it's like, thank God the refs didn't do that the whole game because it'd be a 5-hour game.
Yeah, for real.
Like you can't have that.
What was I gonna say? Forgot what point I was gonna make, but yeah, no, I was frustrated watching the end of that game. Oh, here's what I was gonna say. I got a super hot take on the Jets. Want to hear it?
Let's go.
We beat the Patriots next week. Guaranteed. 97% sure we beat the Patriots next week. I'm telling you, we're gonna beat them. They're not gonna go undefeated anymore. They're not gonna go undefeated. They're gonna lose like 3-4 games. I'm telling you, the Jets are gonna beat them next week. And I might just be saying this because I'm a Jets fan, but I really got a feeling that we're gonna rattle off some in a row. Like Darnold's gonna get hot, and we're gonna be like one of those teams that like all the critics and all that shit are gonna be like, they started 0-4 and now they're just the hottest team in the NFL. I hope that's the case, and I think it's gonna be the case. I think we're gonna beat up on the Patriots next week.
I definitely think it'll be a close game. I think we will play well because I do think this is our true team as opposed to what you saw the first 5 games. Like when you have your third string QB and you're not going to win football games. So that is what it is. So that's why I didn't really kill Gase too much. And he called a pretty good game yesterday too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But he had some mishaps at the end where he's kind of being a little too cautious, but it is what it is. But after the Pats, if you look at their schedule, it's easy.
Is it pretty good?
They have cupcake teams. They have cupcake teams. Like
I hope they could rattle off some, man.
The toughest game that they'll have after the Pats, you got one with the Ravens, which they're not that. They're
beatable.
Yeah,
we play the Ravens. Well.
Yeah, and Jets Giants is always tough just because it's Jets Giants, but we're better than the Giants.
Yeah.
So after that, dude, you're playing teams like, Jacksonville, and we got some layups, so we can go on a run.
I hope so. I hope they really do. It just goes to show you that the drop off between a second string quarterback and a third string quarterback and your first string quarterback, like the guy Darnold's been out for a month, had mono, probably lost 15 pounds, and comes back in and just like Like nothing even happened. He just throwing dimes, throwing like 50, 60-yard completions. It was impressive, man, because, like I said, it just goes to show the difference between someone who's a good quarterback and then you get some bozo like that guy Falk who we cut, who couldn't even complete a 3-yard pass if his life depended on it.
Sam looked so good. He made so many good throws.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was surprised by that. I thought we would lose because he would be rusty.
Yeah.
You know, because you're coming back from that. I didn't think he would throw dimes the way he was. So I was surprised by that. Like,
and he moved around the pocket he moved around the pocket good too.
Yeah.
He stepped up in the pocket.
Stepped up in the pocket, stepped into some good throws. When he went to take off on a run, I was like, no, this is where your spleen gets like so the whole first quarter, I was like, yo, just throw it away or like don't get hit. Like this dude's gonna die on us. Like he's really gonna die on us out here. And then that went away the second half. But I thought he was gonna get laid out, done for the game. And then we have our new third string guy come back in.
Yeah, they said that guy hasn't thrown a pass from 2017. So like, it almost would have been fun to watch the guy play, just to see him get freaking target practice on the Cowboys defense, just laying into him with our offensive line. But yeah, Darnold did well, so I'm happy for the Jets. Cowboys are in disarray. You think they do anything? I don't know why. What's his name? The owner, Jerry Jones, loves Jason Garrett so much. It's like that guy can do no wrong, and I don't think he's a great coach.
Yo, it's weird. I almost think he's just like listening to Jerry through the headset while Jerry calls the game. He's like, "Yo, man, this is our relationship. This is our deal. Like, you made a deal with the devil." But if anything, I thought yesterday would be the game where, as a Cowboys fan, you look at it and you go, Jason Garrett isn't the guy anymore. That was a bland playbook. What he was calling offensively, they had nothing, man. They had nothing. I also thought Zeke was going to go on a few tears, like 25, 35-yard runs. Nothing. And I do think that's on Garrett a little bit.
I think so. And I think Jerry Jones will give him the benefit of the doubt and let him at least, stay the whole season. I think he really, really likes him, is just very loyal to him. But I can't see him being the Cowboys coach next year unless they, go to the second round of the playoffs or something like that. But I don't see that happening. WNBA championship. We spoke about this quickly before. You said you'll find out tonight. You'll find out tonight who won. It happened 2 weeks ago. I think the Washington Mystics won. They beat Connecticut, which is always a thrilling NBA Finals matchup when Connecticut's in it. But Della Don, I think, was MVP, or somebody was MVP, and she did the Ovechkin, and she slept with the trophy. But Washington Mystic are your WNBA champions for 2019. Thoughts?
I honestly thought Mystic was the Connecticut team. Is it the Connecticut Sun then? You know why I thought that? Because Mystic, Connecticut is a town that's near Mohegan Sun.
It's actually a good reason.
So I'm so confused right now. Yeah, I had no idea.
I didn't see
it. Is it Connecticut Sun?
Yeah, Connecticut Sun.
Right.
They have to name everything Sun. There's Mohegan Sun, Connecticut Sun, the Sun.
Yeah.
I saw on ESPN, it was like Game 5, like the Mystic win the WNBA championship, and I was like, it's already the finals of the WNBA, and they've already played 4 games already. Like, what?
Insane.
So shout out to the Washington Mystics. We're all pulling for you there.
Yo, that's gonna be our first guest on the podcast as a WNBA player.
Oh yeah. Let's put in the comments if you're a fan of the WNBA, which I am. I proudly wear my New York Liberty shirt. I have a shirt. I have a cutoff. I wear it proud. I've gotten jokes. I've been to the diner, and the waiter has come up to me in New York, and he said, very sarcastically, he goes, "Big Liberty fan?" And I got very defensive, and I said, "Actually, I am. I was a fan since Teresa Weatherspoon and Becky Hammond and Rebecca Lobo. We've had some greats on the Liberty, all right? So
Yeah.
no shade to the WNBA, but I want to see the old WNBA where the Liberty are good again. We can't see finals with Washington and Connecticut. Sorry, it's not exciting national TV. Next, I wanted to ask your thoughts because it's super relevant to what we spoke about last week. But the Pope, our almighty holy Pope, tweeted out something, I guess, like there's a whole bunch of these saints that got whatever in the Catholic religion crossed over into this or that, and there's new saints on board or something. And he did hashtag saints. He's got 18.5 million Twitter followers, and he got the New Orleans Saints logo to pop up. So something we were saying is we'll hashtag anything just to get that cute little emoji thing. But the Pope tweeted out about his Saints, trying to put some serious-ass tweet out, and got the New Orleans Saints logo, and they had to delete it because he was embarrassed.
Oh, he deleted it, man.
Yeah, he deleted it,
dude. I thought he was just trying to rock off with us.
Maybe he listens to the podcast.
Yeah, and he's like, "Yo, I want to try this." It literally is perfect time. And he's like, "Yo, they got a point. Like, I want to try this," and then he'll just like act like, "Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Delete." But he definitely doesn't tweet, right? I mean, he's got an intern.
Oh, there's no shit. Yeah, he's definitely got a popey intern that's doing stuff for him that make him happy.
He's like 90.
That guy has never touched a cell phone in his damn life. He's never touched a computer. He's never touched a cell phone. He's never touched a phone. That guy has, his hands have not been on anything electronic. And if it has, it's because he was meeting with like Steve Jobs one week or something like that, or Bill Gates, and they're like he had to hold or touch the phone for a photo op. But that guy he doesn't know. If that guy is touching the Twitter button and typing in shit and pressing tweet, then I've lost all faith in religion, which I've already have, and everything else that this world has to offer.
Dude, I can't believe he has so many followers, though, because like I feel like all of his followers would also not be into technology. Yeah, who's following the Pope like that?
I don't know. That's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, if you're following the Pope, you can't be that religious because, like, you're seeing all the other bullshit that goes on Twitter, and usually it's, like, atheists or people against religion just bashing it. So you got to have some doubt in your mind. But shout out to the Pope because he's a Saints fan. I wanted to ask you, I don't know what I wanted to ask you, but I wanted to tell you, I think, more or less. You remember when Morgan Freeman was wearing a Yankees hat and Bruce Almighty?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think God would be a Yankees fan. But it doesn't surprise me that the Pope is a Saints fan. I mean, like, he should have left a tweet and maybe tweeted something afterwards and been like, I am a Saints fan.
You know what I'm going to do after this is I'm going to go on Twitter.
Find every single emoji.
I'm going to go to the Pope's Twitter account, and I'm going to see, like, if I know anyone who follows him, and then I'm going to judge him. Because, like, that's what I did. I went on O.J. Simpson's Twitter account, like, who would willingly follow this dude? And I have friends. I have friends that follow him. I text them, like, dude, you like just don't click the follow button. Just, like, search him if you really want to see what he's saying.
Yeah, and so, Twitter knows it.
Same thing with the Pope.
Exactly, and Twitter knows. Once you start looking at, like, the Pope's page, if you don't follow him, they'll start to put his shit up on your feed. Like, they know what's up. It's almost like you talk about shampoo, you're going to see a shampoo ad or something like that. You talk about the tweet or look at his tweets, you're going to see some of his tweets. But, yeah, shout out to the Pope. Last thing I wanted to ask you about. Oh, so that's our big conspiracy, is that the Pope listens to this podcast. There's no proof that he doesn't. There's only proof that he does. So I'll just leave it at that. Last thing I want to ask you. Seahawks touchdown celebration. NSYNC. NSYNC gave it 10s across the board. I think 5 of them gave him 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Did you see it? What would you rate it? And what are your thoughts on touchdown celebration dances?
Yeah, I like that they don't get penalties for these group celebrations anymore because group celebrations are kind of cool. So any kind of group celebration, I'm down for it. I'm down for it.
Same.
No one needed NSYNC's fucking response or approval, though.
That's very true.
Like, yeah, okay,
Nobody
cool.
asked for it.
Like, no one asked for that. Like, You had that dance. They took it from you. Stumbling.
And then, so thoughts on touchdown celebrations? I agree with you. I think I'm all for teams celebrating and going crazy. I liked when Golden Tate even backed up into the end zone. Like if the defender is going to make a bold stance and try and smack down the ball or something, he would do the same thing if he got the ball. So if you miss it,
yeah,
the receiver has every right to back into the end zone or do a front flip or back flip or cartwheel because they made you look stupid.
Well, yeah. Well, I thought it was trash last week. Aaron Jones was running into the end zone and like around like the 5-yard line. He was waving bye to the defender running after.
I love that shit.
And
though.
they fined him.
Oh, they
that's
did?
So messed up. Yeah,
that's
it's like,
bogus.
dude,
yeah,
I like that. That's funny,
Yeah, you can't find somebody for taunting. Like, let it go. Let it go, NFL. Be a little bit more hip with what's going on.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all we got. I don't think. Is there anything else you want to add?
No, it was. I feel like it was relatively quiet in terms of news and stuff.
Yeah, it was a quiet sports week. I feel like a little bit. I'm going to keep rocking the Yankees hat. Sorry, guys. I got a lot of other hats I want to break out, but you'll see them a little bit down the road. But until these playoffs end, I'm rocking with the Yankees, man. I think and I hope they'll pull it out back in the Bronx. They got 3 in the Bronx now. I wish they pulled out game 2. Verlander's freaking good, man. Judge is a monster. I think our lineup is just too good, but I don't know. I'm nervous. I hope, it's nice when you're up 1-0, you feel like you're super confident, but 1-1, anything goes the next game, and then you're down. We'll see. I'm not talking any shit to Astros fans because they're a great team. If it's the Red Sox or it's somebody else, you'll see me talking shit. I'll say your city sucks. I'll say your manager sucks. But I got a lot of respect for the Astros. I think they're a great team. Yeah.
No, and I do agree. I think it hurts that, man, if you just got that win against Verlander game 2, you get a win against Verlander in a series, you're probably going to win that series.
Exactly.
So tough coming up with Garrett Cole because he is their ace. He's their guy.
Yeah.
But game 4, that'll be an interesting one. And if this doesn't go 7, I'd be surprised.
Yeah, it's been a great series either way. It's been exciting, nail-biting, everything. It's been an overall good series. So keep asking questions. Sorry, we didn't get to any questions. If there were any questions, we'll look at them next week. But ask questions, write comments, let us know your thoughts, tell us what you're thinking. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Peace out.